Okay, next bacteria. Page 9. Escherichia coli, or what they call E. coli. This is a severe illness that is responsible for renal failure and death among children. The bacteria is found in the intestinal tract of humans and animals, particularly cattle. During slaughter, the intestinal contents may come in contact with the carcass. If the meat from this carcass is not cooked properly, the bacteria will survive and cause problems. This is an even greater concern when dealing with ground meat because the grinding process distributes the bacteria throughout the product. Cattle feces may also contaminate milk and water. Okay, so the grinding process of ground beef can distribute that bacteria as well as cattle feces. That's most likely where you get this bacteria from. Gosh. Organism responsible. Escherichia coli 157H7. Source: humans, cattle, and sewage contaminated water. Foods involved: raw foods, raw or undercooked beef, unpasteurized milk, and untreated water. Onset: 12 to 72 hours. Infection or intoxication. Both infection and intoxication. So you get sick by both the number of bacteria and from the toxins it releases. Symptoms: severe abdominal pain, diarrhea, sometimes bloody, nausea, vomiting, chills. In children, can lead to HUS, hemolytic uremic syndrome, which is now considered to be the leading cause of kidney failure in children, as well as affecting their pancreas and the brain. Blood transfusion may become necessary as blood poisoning occurs. Dark, so you might need a blood transfusion after getting E. coli poisoning. That's serious. Control measures. How do we keep this down and stop it? Cook ground beef to 158 degrees Fahrenheit. This will destroy the microorganism. Next, cook all foods to required minimum cooking temperatures. All right. Next, use pasteurized, and I mean pasteurized milk. That's why it's important to use pasteurized milk. I know they talk against it, but so you don't get E. coli or listeria. Reheat all foods to 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours. All right. Next, avoid cross-contamination. Transferring from raw to cook. All right. Next, wash hands thoroughly after touching raw foods or after any activity that may have contaminated hands. All right. So remember, always wash. Wash your hands and wash the utensils. Please wash. Next, Clostridium perfringens enteritis. All right. This is both an infection and intoxication. That too. This was just like E. coli was. These bacteria can produce toxins on food, intoxication. If viable cells are present on the food in large quantities, okay, they can cause gastroenteritis, infection, once consumed. This illness usually clears up by itself within 24 hours, okay? Organism responsible: Clostridium perfringens. Source: soil, dust, and gastrointestinal tract of healthy humans and animals like cattle, pigs, poultry, and fish. Foods involved: cooked meats, poultry, gravy, and beans. Onset: 8 to 22 hours. Infection or intoxication: both. Symptoms include abdominal pain and diarrhea. Control measures. Okay. Rapidly cool meat dishes. Next, rapidly reheat foods to 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours. Next, do not reheat foods on steam table or any other hot holding equipment. Next, avoid preparing foods days in advance. All right. Next, last but least, Hold hot cooked foods at 140 degrees Fahrenheit or above. All right, so make sure you keep them temperatures in check. All right, now, Bacillus cereus gastroenteritis. All right, let's see this bacteria. This is an intoxication in which I repeat, two different toxins are formed, each with differing times of onset and symptoms. Okay, the organisms responsible for this illness are found in the soil. Therefore, they can be present in virtually all those products that are grown in soil. Okay, organism responsible: Bacillus cereus. Source: soil. Foods involved: grains, rice, flour, spices, starch, dry mixed products, meats, and milk. Onset: 30 minutes to 5 hours. Infection or intoxication: both. Symptoms: nausea, abdominal pain, and watery diarrhea. Might have had that before too. I've had them all. Control measures: what can we do to slow this down or stop it? Do not keep foods at room temperature. All right, don't let the food sit and get to room temperature, or else it's going to be no good. Rapidly reheat foods to 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours. All right. Rapidly cool foods to 41 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. And last, serve cooked foods quickly after preparation. All right. Go on to the next one.